Morning, beautiful people. A couple of months ago, I received an email from someone asking me to read a specific article from the MEBO blog, and me being a procrastinator, I actually finally got to it right now. Like, I don't even know when she put it out, but it was like a couple of months ago, and now I'm finally getting to it. And I don't even know if this is the correct one that she wanted me to read, but in any case, I will read this one. It says, reflecting on MEBO community data from 15 years ago. 15 years ago marked the inception of the first survey within the MEBO community. Maybe I'll click on that link and look at it later. Exploring the efficacy of various treatments. The landscape of self-treatment in our community has been in constant flux. Popular remedies have evolved over time, and the effectiveness of these treatments vary wildly. To continue advancing our understanding, we must persist in collecting more comprehensive and diverse data while seeking improved methods for data collection. Let's revisit the initial data collected 15 years ago. In 2008, the probiotics and copper chlorophyll products took the forefront. However, some community members reported worsening odor issues after using these remedies, as indicated by the red area in the corresponding pie chart. Let's see if I can look into the pie chart, or if it would give me a better... It does not. Maybe if I just... Okay. Well, I see folic acid, vitamin B2, antibiotics, charcoal, deodorants, probiotics, chlorophyll. Alright. And I guess the green means a positive. I guess the people who took this I guess self-reported survey reported positive things, and that's in green. And the red is actually it gave them worse, and the gray is neutral. They didn't really see a positive or negative. And overall, it seems as vitamin B2 is actually the one that got the more positive results. Deodorants, okay, folic acid, and folic acid is vitamin B2, isn't it? I believe it is. In any case, let's continue reading. However, some community members reported worsening odor effects, okay, after using these remedies, as indicated by the red area in the corresponding pie chart, contrasting with green for effectiveness and gray for uncertainty. Yeah, okay. Many individuals discovered that perfume products, including about half of reported deodorants, exacerbated their condition, while the other half proved suitable. Once popular remedies like mushroom extracts, like Pro-M and Champex, activated charcoal, baking soda, hydrogen peroxide have faded from discussions. Vitamin B2, despite being used by fewer than a quarter of respondents in 2008, remains a favored treatment. Yeah, I just want to stop here stop reading for a second here. I think I made a couple of articles, or read a couple of articles about how there were some scientific trials of just a few people who took vitamin B2 and they found effective results from it. At least people who have T-mal. Well, you know what? I don't think it in this article even says this is only specifically for people who have T-mal, just the MEBO community in general. So, okay, cool. Vitamin B2 being used by fewer than a quarter of respondents in 2008 remains a favorite treatment, with some finding it effective. Oldenlandia, I have never heard of this. Let's open up another thing. Ooh. Oldenlandia is a genus of flowering plants in the family Rubicae. It's a pan-tropical in distribution and has about 240 species. The species of this genus is Cambrosia. Okay, but what's the point of this? What's the point of this plant? What is it used for? It is an anticoagulant similar to heparin, and as such can act as a messenger herb to enable herbs and cytotoxic agents into the liver. It is antifungal. Okay, it's an antifungal type of herb. Anyways, let's read. And coconut oil, were used by and deemed useful by a small fraction of respondents, and intriguingly, someone even used bleach, reporting that it worsened their condition. I think I just read a comment somewhere earlier today, not earlier today, but sometime a couple of weeks ago, that some people are using bleach baths in order to remove whatever odd odor that they might have. I tried, but to sort of like talk a little bit about what I just read so far. I tried vitamin B2. I still have some of the capsules left, and I didn't really see a significant change. I felt like it worsened it, but at the same time, maybe, it could have been just the food or whatever. I can retry it, and I've heard, and again, I've read articles about um, how there was this woman, this little girl. I think she was in India or something like that, and she was suffering from like T-mouth type symptoms, and they recommended her to take like double the dosage of vitamin B2, and they saw a significant decrease in the odor. I think it was double or maybe triple. Um, but I remember reading that article, went to Amazon, bought vitamin B2, started continually taking it, didn't really see anything positive, but let's continue reading. Certain drugs intended for other conditions were reported to have secondary effects on odor, with Prilosec and Probethine being beneficial, while anxiolytics and antidepressants and antivirals had detrimental effects. Aligning with recent findings related to the COVID-19 vaccine, antifungals, folic acid, zinc, calcium, and magnesium never worsened the condition. However, digestive enzymes, contraceptives, and baking soda treatments were reported to make things worse in some cases. That is interesting. I sort of use baking soda underneath my armpits in order to, I guess, what's the word I want to use? I know that baking soda like neutralizes, creates like a high pH balance, within like your within any area, so it's harder for germs to thrive. Therefore, it's not going to make you stink, at least underneath your arms or maybe even your groin. Sometimes I use that. I don't know if that is the result of. I don't know if there is some type of something's happening where it's negatively impacting my odor, but I don't know if digestive enzymes has been affecting me, and I don't take contraceptives, obviously. So that's interesting. Anyways, in late 2000s and early 2010s, entrance in resveratrol, yes, I've heard of this, a compound found in red wine, peaked within the MEBO community, leading to extensive use and promotion. By the mid-2010s, DMB became a focal point, and Fluxovas entered the scene, garnering attention from the 2020 onwards. I have never heard of Fluxovas. There's new things I'm learning about right now. Okay, and the first thing I'm seeing, or the second article I see, is actually in the MEBO blog. Maybe I'll look into that. Let me go back to that. Okay, enter the scene, garnering attention from 2020 onwards. While probiotics continue to maintain popularity, there is a discernible shift towards personalization. Individuals increasingly recognize the importance of identifying probiotic strands that align with their unique physiology and health objectives. Our microbiome study revealed that individuals with higher cutaneous bacteria and total bacteria abundances in the gut benefited from reducing microbial diversity and overall bacterial counts, whereas those with lower abundances found advantages in increasing microbial diversity. This underscores the absence of a universal solution for probiotics. Let's look into that link that she provided. Cutaneous bacteria and gut bacteria and microbiome as biomarker system outlet and are allergic to pH insights from a virtually conducted trial. I'm going to have to read this later on another video. The self-treat, but I also want to just speak about this a little bit. I also felt this way about probiotics as well. I always felt like there might be certain strains, bacterial strains, that are better for some people, but it might have adverse effects for others. So I definitely agree. It's like within maybe in the 2019s and 20s, people were thinking about taking kefir and taking kombucha and all that other type of stuff, and it helped some people. but it didn't help everybody, and I think it's because of certain bacterial strains that are provided within the kefir or within the kombucha that benefited their gut microbiome and alleviated some of the symptoms, or maybe all odorous symptoms that they were receiving. So I do think that probiotics does help, and apparently vitamin B2 is the optimal method or option to reduce this malodor that most people are experiencing. Personally, for me, I haven't noticed anything when I was taking it, and I did it at least 2 times within my life. I can try, third time's a try, or how's the expression go? Third time's a charm. I can try a third time and see what happens, but we'll see. But let's finish reading. The self-treatment landscape within the MEBO community is undergoing constant evolution, highlighting the growing importance of personalized solutions. Explore further insights in today's Olfactics blog. And no one posts a comment. Let me post a comment. Post a comment? How do I post a comment? This was very interesting. I'm not a robot. Publish my comment. Alright. Yeah, but I think this was a very interesting article. They had links to very interesting things that I might go back to and look into. Oldenlandia. What is this? Call to action: be a part of BO research history. Help write conclusions to A-Run scientific questionnaire. Interesting. I don't know why. Wow. But yeah, this is a very interesting article. I know the MEBO blog has constantly been writing stuff, and I think I'm going to read more of their articles and share some of their links. I'm going to make sure to provide this link within this video in the descriptions, or at least in the comments, so you can take a look at it yourself. Other than that, I'll end it right here, man. You guys have a good day.